So we are here with our second episode of the That VLS podcast. With me, Stephen York. With me, we've got Josh.
Yo.
Darren.
Hello.
And Lee.
Yourself.
Your sick hair.
Why are you digging on?
It's literally going in on Lee instant.
To be fair, it does look shiny.
Right, we have Stephen, your mum.
Everything changes.
Why have you just got weird already? What?
Boris Johnson.
Not Boris.
How has everyone's weeks been?
Let's start with Lee. He's a bit stressed.
It's been better, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been busy at work.
How's your draft been?
Busy at work.
I like that we're asking how's your week been on a Monday.
Yeah.
How's
the previous week? How was it?
I got it.
We are in the future. No,
Just a bit busy.
No.
it's been busy. Yeah, I just had no time for draft. No time for
It doesn't
football
look
in
like you
general.
had time for draft.
Team shows that.
Don't know what the team shows, to be honest.
That under
Not
25
much
coming up.
Not much promise.
Let's kick things off looking at transfer news, boys. Let's look at what's developed over the last week compared to where we were. Josh, you want to start us off?
Well, not many big signings. Rumours all over the gaff. The biggest one probably, Sancho. There's Sancho news. Sancho is...
or Sancho no news.
Can you leave Sancho alone?
You're
Right?
fully
He's on
adamant
his
he's
way.
joining, right?
I'm positive he's joining.
You seem fully adamant.
I mean, if you told me to put a tenner on it, I'm not sure if I'd put a tenner on it.
Pound?
Well, you get good odds now.
I'll do a pound. Sancho's the exact same situation. Personal terms agreed between the clubs. Well, between the player and Man United. He wants to come Man United. However, they just can't agree on the fee, which is 120 million euros, which is ridiculously high.
That is a high amount.
I don't know what's going to happen. Lee thinks we're going to go for his alternative.
Gareth Bale. Get him on loan. Buy Sancho next year when Dortmund need the money.
You don't think they risk further competition by doing that, though?
No. Dortmund have a dead year. Sancho does nothing. We buy Haaland.
So now we're getting Haaland.
I want Haaland. I don't even want Sancho.
I feel like they should get someone like Haaland. I feel like that's what they're
I
missing.
don't get why we didn't buy him when he was cheap.
I have no idea.
Allow
He's
him
ridiculous.
to go to Dortmund and then pay an extra 80 million in a year.
I suppose other news we've seen, you've got Mendy, so goalkeeper looking to sign for Chelsea. Looks pretty much a done deal. Unless anyone's seen otherwise.
They needed someone other than Kepa, but yeah, that'll be confirmed this week.
Who is he?
Comes from Rennes.
All
I know is that he's lower rated than Kepa on FIFA, so GG Chelsea.
As soon as he
have you
joins, he gets a
seen-
+8 or something.
Yeah, something stupid.
Areola is in the Premier League.
Sorry? Real Madrid, Areola.
Is in the Premier League.
I hated that bastard on FIFA. He
I-
fucked me over.
Did not see this transfer anywhere, and then saw him in the team, one of the teams at the weekend.
You don't even know who he plays for.
I
do
have
you?
no idea who it is, but I saw him. It might have been Leicester.
Let us know. Let us know who's seen it.
Wow.
No, Schmeichel, surely.
Any other news that
He was
we've
on the
seen?
bench.
Really?
Yeah, he was on the bench.
Okay.
He didn't play the game. Whatever team it was.
Have you seen the Thiago news?
Thiago is basically, he's still favourite to go Liverpool. Thiago's president has come out, or Bayern Munich's president has come out and said Thiago's agreed terms with 2 clubs, but no one's willing to pay his fee at the moment, which is only 30 million euros. I don't get it.
Quite old,
Do you
don't
know
he?
what? I feel like
I
the
think he's
worse.
29, I think.
I feel the worse Liverpool do, the more likely they are to get him.
But what, starting the season, do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. He'd be great for them.
Do you think it's partly held up, maybe still trying to work out something with Widgie going to Barca? Like they don't want to have both and maybe offload one of those? Or
Apparently I hear his wages are the sticking point. Apparently his wages are ridiculous.
You think that Memphis Depay is linked with Barca?
Yeah, they're still looking at him. Nothing agreed yet.
Do you reckon
but
there's a sell-on clause? United get money out of it.
I don't know if there is for Memphis. I know we got one for Zaha, but I don't know if we have a sell-on.
It'd be silly if they didn't put something like that.
Possibly.
Or he went to Lyon from United, didn't he? Or did he go somewhere else and then went to Lyon?
He went from Lyon to United.
Yeah, but then United sold him to someone else, and then Lyon brought him back, or did United sell him to Lyon?
I can't remember, to be honest.
He went to thing, didn't he? Didn't he go to?
Well, no, it's a little bit.
No.
A little bit quiet in terms of transfer news.
I know, but didn't he go there?
Yeah, the only other player is Reguilon.
Like Ajax.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're linked with Reguilon. Sevilla last year, Man United. Sorry, I just assume everyone knows I support Man United. I'm not biased or anything, but
he's not.
But he bleeds red.
I do. So do you.
Yeah, give or take.
Reguilon. They want 30 million, but Real Madrid want a buyback clause, and Man United don't want to give Real Madrid a buyback clause. Buyback clauses are stupid because if he does well, I don't. All right, I'm not tapping. I like to tap. But yeah, so I don't know. I like Luke Shaw. I'd give Luke Shaw another season.
I think Luke Shaw is
but
shit.
Reguilon is very good going forward, just not as good as Shaw defensively.
Thick boy.
He's not thick anymore. The pictures, he's thin. Me and Luke Shaw on the same training regime.
Luke Shaw is now
the thick regime.
A skinny fat bitch.
He's a skinny fat bitch.
You said he.
Gareth in his prime.
He looks good. Yeah, he looks like slimmed down.
Gareth he just looks like he's Gareth. Luke Shaw is Gareth.
A skinny fat bitch.
In terms of transfer news, that's not really a great
not much going on.
There's a few bits that are being suggested. Obviously, we've still got a couple of weeks left until that closes.
I feel like if Madrid aren't going to play Bale, it would be dumb if they don't loan him out.
Well, apparently Real Madrid are willing to pay half of his 600k wages for him to go.
600k.
No wonder he don't want to leave. Like, literally plays golf and gets paid 600k.
Absolutely
He's
made
doing it
playing
out of
golf.
spite, isn't he? Because they royally fucked his deal to go to China. Because he was going to go on a free and get his, whatever it would have been, £1 million a week. And then he would have played football and lived his best life playing golf, which is all he really cares about.
But he's still one of the best players in the world. I don't care.
100%.
Like on his day, like he's just unplayable.
100%.
He still is. Like
He always loses a bit for me because he's Welsh.
Hey, Aaron Ramsey's the GOAT.
No, he's not.
Let's move on to the week's results. Let's have a look at what we've had from that. I have got that to show you.
Why don't we start with Lee? Because Lee watched all the football.
Oh, lovely.
Hit the sound bar. Perfect.
So these are the weekly results we've got. Obviously, first game's going through Arsenal. Arsenal
They look good, but they're against Fulham.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Fulham are going to get relegated. I don't think there's any chance of them staying up.
They look so poor.
I mean, Mitrovic might save them, but I doubt it. He didn't even
start.
No.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Like their best player, but didn't even start. Just doesn't make sense.
He just does that all the time. I think he must just practice that angle.
Well, it's
all
the same
time.
goal against Liverpool, wasn't it? It's replica. It just cuts in off that right.
But his exact left is exactly what I said, though, isn't it? When I said to you, Josh was like, he plays up front. I said, doesn't. It's out on the wing. He cuts in, finesses.
Well, I guess he's no longer. he's no longer a striker. Can't say he's a striker anymore.
He's a striker. He can play anywhere along the front three.
Yeah, it's the same as like Mane, Salah, Sterling. He can play anywhere across the front three. Got the pace. Salah.
He's more of a striker than them lot, though.
You know, he has 72 goals in 111 appearances for Arsenal.
Nuts. He's unbelievable talent.
That is
Obviously, we've got to talk about that Liverpool Leeds game.
What a game.
Good game.
Great
what
game.
a way to start the season.
Didn't watch it.
Of course you didn't.
Solid.
You are the worst.
I was working.
He was.
You need to
I
stop
was
working.
Keeping the economy going.
Unbelievably impressed with Leeds.
Yeah, Leeds were good. They pressed well.
Yes,
feel
there
like
were some
they were
Liverpool
always
mistakes at
gonna
the
play
back,
Yeah.
but Leeds just looked really, really good.
I mean, they won the league, didn't they? Championship.
By some distance as well.
So I mean,
Bielsa
it's one
is
of
a
the hardest
sick
leagues in the
manager.
world.
He's a very good manager, and like you can tell like their philosophy. It doesn't matter who they're playing; they're just going to play like that. And yeah, it was good to watch. But
Obviously, Any other results that kind of stand out for you?
Newcastle as well. Like
Wilson, debut goal.
Yeah.
I expected Newcastle to win, to be honest, and they weren't even favourites in this game for some reason. So
They were quite dominant.
Being away, yeah.
but I mean, home and away, I don't think is that massive at the moment, being no crowds.
Not as much as it used to be.
Yeah.
The only other game of note for me, Tottenham-Everton, I really enjoyed that game. Even without all the goals, I thought it was a great game.
I think Spurs were awful. I can't even name a player on the pitch that played well for Spurs.
Spurs were terrible.
I did watch one
minute
short clip. No, a clip that was like a roundup because I was like,
less than a
why
minute.
did I get no points? And Harry Kane's passing looked good, and there was one where Son broke in, and it was Harry Kane running through the middle.
Yeah.
and he
Played
should
it.
have played him, and he
Yeah.
passed it to Ali.
Yeah, and
Let him
Ali.
shoot with his left. He probably.
Mate, I reckon if Son just fakes the pass, takes a shot right, and finesses it himself, like on his right,
Possibly.
I see what he was
threads it
trying to
through
do.
to Kane.
I see what he was trying to
and
do. but-
Kane's like one of the better finishers.
Pickford played well.
No, give it to Dele Alli.
Yeah.
He made a quite good save.
Really impressed
Pickford.
with Everton's new signings.
Yeah.
Allen in particular, man of the match. Corey saved them at one point with a last-ditch tackle.
That was a great
Done
challenge
really
on
well.
Lucas.
I've always rated Corey. I think he's really good. But
He's good going forward
James
as well.
though
I was going to say.
James is the man, mate. He's so good. He just picks the ball up, ping.
Every time he gets on that left foot and just looks for either Dina or Charleston and just pings it.
Looked like they were able to kind of work together, especially in the middle, like instantly. Like didn't need too much time to.
It looked like they just gelled.
I thought
yeah,
they'd be like
like-
that though. Like they're just
Allen was picking the ball up, switching play, like just really, really good.
when you're
but
top
they're
level
just-
players like that,
they're
you're
just
gonna be
super
able to. Yeah.
And the main man Siggy.
Yeah. No.
R.I.P.
Mate, Allen, I wanted United to get Allen when they got Fred. I was
Allen
quite
is
sad.
definitely better than Fred.
Definitely.
Allen's been sick for Napoli for
Where do you think Everton will finish this year after seeing that performance?
I'm still saying around the
Seventh.
sixth, seventh,
yeah.
sixth,
It's
seventh.
definitely in the top 8.
Start good.
Do you not
bottle
think
it.
they can like? Yeah, that is potential to happen. But do you not think they can get like 5th?
I don't
Nah, they don't have a prolific enough striker.
I
in
think
my
with the
opinion.
likes of Arsenal,
Calvert-Lewin,
Chelsea,
mate.
Man
He's
United,
good, but he's not
they'll
20
be
goals
just
a
underneath
season.
them.
If they had
I think 6th.
Lukaku, I think they get there.
I think Rodriguez created 6 chances in the game. It was like the most in an Everton game for like a couple of years since R.I.P. Siggy.
Sad times.
I feel like if Everton got Lautaro Martinez, they would challenge.
Why would you name Lato? You're naming like one of the best
But I
strikers in
just
the
feel
world.
like he would work so well. with
Yeah,
that
but
team.
Mate,
How-
if
how
Man
did-
United got Messi, I think they would do better. Fuck me, Martinez. He's linked with like Barcelona, and you're going. If he went to Everton,
Yeah, but how did Everton get James Rodriguez? How did they get
because
James?
he's dead. He
He's
hasn't been
not
playing
dead.
at
He's been
Real
shit.
Madrid.
He's
He
not
hasn't-
been
he did
shit,
not-
though.
Not even just
You
Madrid.
look
he
at his
went
numbers. He's
out
still
on
been
loan
good.
twice and was shit.
But you've seen his numbers for Real
Just
Madrid.
seems
He's
like-
still been good.
Yeah,
Maybe
but his
it's
numbers for other
work
teams.
rates
He just
and
has it. Yeah, well, Real Madrid didn't like him because he put on weight and he was unfit. But he looked in good shape yesterday.
I thought he was. He's still top class for me. And
that. With the overweight subject, Hazard coming in on his second season overweight again.
I feel like he's just like
he's just not
just
bothered anymore.
don't care. He's got his money. He got his big move.
Yeah, but
Now
does
wants
he
to
not
get
care, or just
fit.
Real Madrid really picky because they said that James was overweight? James doesn't look overweight.
Maybe they just fat shame everyone.
Yeah, maybe they just body shame their team.
Well, they've
Unless
had
they-
Ronaldo for years, and they're just like, this is what we
This
are aiming
proud
for.
specimen of a man.
And Ramos.
Ramos
fuck me,
as well,
Ramos,
yeah.
mate.
Both of them just flexing there, like
They look at them two and they've got pictures of just them two on their walls. Like, you need to be like this.
Hazard's only got a 4-pack. They start whipping him.
yeah. God damn you, fat boy!
Imagine if they got Luke Shaw.
Oh, god, straight out of loan.
A talking point I wanted to bring up that I thought was it was a lot of exposure for it on Twitter, especially was the Palace game. Not really much around the gameplay itself, but a moment with VAR. So there was a moment that a ref sent off Carl Walker-Peters. VAR looked at it. He went and then looked at the screen rather than just going off of what they're saying in the studio. he went and checked the screen himself and ended up overturning the red card.
So what we've said from last year, this is what they should be doing. They've done, and it's fixed the problem.
Referees have been told to use the monitor now.
Well, I'm thinking
they should have
is-
before.
Yeah, it should
They
have.
start hopefully that it works.
I don't get why they used it. Was it the World Cup? Everything,
Yeah.
checking the
Oh,
monitors.
yeah.
Then it comes to the leagues and they're like, nah, don't need that.
Yeah. I walk over there. You guys just tell me.
Why don't you want to
Tell
just
me
have
if I'm
like a
good.
little iPad? Like, bosh. Get gone.
That's a good
Oh,
idea,
that's
to
fine.
be fair.
It's actually not bad. Don't know where that iPad's going to go.
Like, or like an iPhone, like the big ones.
You could just carry one of them like satchels and
They'd be able to make an app.
pull
innit?
it out.
Get
Yeah,
a fanny pack.
Make an app where they can zoom in, or like the room where they all just jam out and they're like, yeah, mate, let him go.
The room
What's
they
it called?
jam out. I like the room they jam out. I
You
think
know
that should be
the room
name.
they jam out with all the refs in it, and they make
The room they jam out.
The
VAR
The jam out
yeah, the
room.
VAR jamming room. They could then send the zoom in clips and slow it down, and then the ref would just be on his phone, just like, yeah, bro.
I feel like he needs more than a phone just to see like a very small
I
detail.
think he's on VR though.
Mate,
He's
when you do this,
porn.
you are one with the screen.
I don't know, man.
That's pretty much what you're round up for the weekend. Other than
Oh yeah, and West Brom are going down.
yeah, they are. Yeah. Obviously, you've still got a couple of games that are left to play. Well, Wolves have just finished. They won 2-0, and then obviously Chelsea to kick off any minute. The other thing to bring up is the bit of fight and brawl that come through the PSG game. Don't
Jesus.
really know exactly what happened, but those watching the video version, this is pretty much just the indication of what the ref was doing. And
Neymar.
Neymar,
Yeah,
off you
yeah.
go.
Paradise.
See you later.
everyone,
See you later.
Red.
See you later.
You get a card. You get a card. Everybody get a card.
Referee out.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah, it's decent.
I think just PSG were getting heated because they were losing. They lost the opening game to a team that had just come up to League One.
Yeah, apparently like Mbappe wants to leave as well. Probably why, because he gets all of the money.
Does Neymar want to leave as well?
Probably, mate, if Mbappe leaves.
We've then got our draft.
Yay.
Lee's about to walk out the room.
Just skip this.
He's
mate.
literally moved out of the screen.
How does everyone feel they've got on? Obviously,
I mean-
Chelsea's still to play, but
I feel like
Can you
with the
just bring up a picture of a big fat ass? Because I am bottom.
I feel like with the amount of players I had playing, it is what it is.
obviously a lot of people missing out, especially City players.
How many players did you have?
7,
I
think.
think 7.
or 8,
No, I didn't
but
have
not
7.
really 8. It's like
That's
7.5.
Or 6.
I had 11, but as we're not playing 10.
I had 11.
Of course you did.
Salah.
Simp.
Yeah, I have Salah.
I mean,
Obviously-
he had one player playing, really, let's be real.
He says one player, Jimenez, Calvert-Lewin, done the ting.
So his third and fourth best player.
Done all that without De Bruyne playing.
I had a goal
God.
disallowed for Virgil van Dijk, which I thought was BS.
It
I'd be
wasn't
right
like-
back in it.
I do actually think that goal should have been allowed, you know.
I did see it, and I
I
also
did see
thought it should have been allowed.
You thought it should have been allowed?
I didn't see it.
No, you didn't see it.
It should have been allowed.
Well, from what others have said and what I know Josh said, you can see why, but it is soft.
Because
and
the
it's-
bias.
Yeah.
The bias.
It's probably a little bit of that.
A little bit biased.
So let's have a look at
Brought him in for his finishing. not
the
his
table
finishing.
itself. This would be where Lee looks away.
So we're about to show the draft table.
I brought Van Dijk in for his goals, not his defending, by the way. People.
Is that fully updated?
Not quite.
Who's that geezer at top left?
I've got 50 points incoming.
So Lee has one player left.
That
Mount.
might be not including obviously any bonus for the last game that's just played, but
I think most people's weeks are done.
yeah, we've got a couple of players.
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Josh currently sitting at the top.
Yeah, I mean that's
Kevin
not,
De Salah.
I mean that's not going to last. He's had 11 players and had one player got 20 points, and that's, do you know what I mean? Like,
Shows.
I think it's
My
as
sec-
we said before. This is probably our likely to be the most competitive season we've had.
Oh
based
yeah,
on
I'm going to
this.
be competing all year.
Lee's going to be competing with
Can we
himself.
bring my team up? Just
Yeah, bring his team up. This is,
That bottom bit.
yeah,
Might just want to take away the right part.
No, because it is right. I am bottom.
right bottom.
If anyone wants to know how not to draft, take note.
Oh, it's not a bad team, mate.
I mean, that midfield is exceptional
If anything, they're all going to play.
every week.
They will probably.
Nah.
Torres is a bit meh.
So you can even look at it and go, oh, it's all right. Like maybe some of the players that he had didn't play because, you know, they weren't playing that week.
I know where you're
and-
going, but if
Yeah, he's
they
got a
wasn't
sick
playing
player
this
on the
week,
bench. Oh,
I mean, none of them were playing this week.
Yeah,
so-
his bench ain't even lit. He's got Greenwood.
at least
could
if
be
you look
good.
at someone like my bench, you've got Sterling on there.
Yeah.
He's got KDB.
Who have I got on mine?
You have Greenwood.
I see it.
Who have I got on mine? That's just hard.
Where else?
Ah, Peacock Farrell!
You got Rashford.
And Martial.
I like Martial. I like Rash. Obviously, I like.
I've got that
everybody.
defender.
Who
Traore.
did Jay have on his bench? Out of curiosity.
Jay's had a storm of a week.
His defender's coming on. as
Look
well.
how
He's
many.
still got Werner to play as well.
Oh, the
and,
keeper comes on.
yeah,
He's going to be
Patricio comes
top.
on. Pulisic comes on.
Sace gets at
Pulisic is
least
injured.
2
Oh,
bonus.
who's the next player that comes on?
They're
Whoever
both
did.
not playing,
Ah, okay.
Yeah, but how many players he's had play and he's going to be top of the league?
mate. But he
Oh, well,
got
the
12 for his defender, 14 for
He was
his
saying to me earlier, he was quite
strong.
annoyed that he couldn't do any transfers because he would have
Yeah.
taken Luis
I
out.
would have done the same with mine.
Oh,
Yeah.
loads of people have done
Yeah.
transfers though.
Not me, mate. Keep that Siggy.
I'd have got rid of most of my
You
team.
can get rid of
How's,
Siggy if you
how's
want.
Alex up there? What's it? Who
Can you
did
really
well for him?
Get Rodriguez.
Yeah, probably will.
Who did well for Alex? Who did well for Alex?
I won't wait for him. Just pick him up.
No, didn't you?
Yeah, Dean, you got 12.
How?
No,
I
no,
don't
no.
understand how that adds up to 36. I'm looking at it.
7.
We've got 20.
Seven.
Easy. Look at 50. Oh,
I
it's 20, but
But do you know what I mean? Like you look at it, it's like 2, 1, 2,
It might not be
2.
right.
It's 14 plus 12, isn't it? And then the rest just adds up.
I just
9
added
plus 2 is 11, but
What's-
also 2 plus 9, that is also 11.
I knew Lee'd get confused at that.
I don't get why you're.
I told you to watch. I told you to watch the TikTok.
Nah,
no one on his bench coming on. But yeah, he's done well as well.
Yeah.
yeah, I've done well.
It's
as well.
only week 1.
So looking at next is upcoming fixtures.
Okay.
Lit.
We've got our
Fixtures.
predictions. Oh,
We
we're
have
not
those.
doing
We'll
that.
save them to the
Okay.
end.
Oh, yeah,
At the end?
Forced.
Well, it's at the
for
end
that.
of this section.
Okay.
So let's have a look at the upcoming fixtures. Obviously, we've got a little bit of link where we can look at draft and who we think might be key performing teams, players that you can also captain as well.
I'm thinking about next week. It's oh so twisty.
So these are the upcoming fixtures that we've got.
I'm very much looking forward to that Chelsea-Liverpool game.
That'll be a quality game.
Oh yeah, can't wait to lose 3 clean sheets.
You have to use them though. It's like me last year. You have to
It's
use them.
tied into it every week.
I don't have to.
Oh man,
Got
do you know
Dean
what?
Henderson.
Last year when I had 3 Liverpool defenders, I swear to God, it stressed me out every single week. Whether they got a clean sheet or not,
imagine, yeah.
it just stressed me out.
Up to
For
the 90th
90,
minute, you just
like in the amount of times they conceded like a late goal when they're like 4-0 up as
Yeah.
well.
the amount of times that we're in our group chat chatting, and as soon as it happens, Darren has left. No, you haven't left, but you just know you're not talking. 'cause
I
it's just-
hate it as well because I had Alisson.
Can you look at it like that, or can you look at it like calculated? They're going to keep more clean sheets than you randomly selecting different players every week.
No, but I mean, it stresses you out, is what I mean.
I've never thought it's a winning tactic to have 3 from one
Because
team.
when you're watching the game and it's going on like 80 minutes, they've got a
That's where
clean
you're going
sheet,
wrong.
but they're getting
watch the game.
bombarded with fucking.
Just don't watch the game.
Can't get stressed if you don't watch the game.
That's true.
Roll
But-
safe.
But yeah, that Everton West Brom game is going to be an absolute.
demolishing.
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe West Brom come back with vengeance.
I doubt it.
I think Everton will just play well again, get a clean sheet probably.
I reckon they'll win like 3-0 in that game.
Yeah.
Man United's first game, Palace up. always
They
annoying, but
they
should
should win that fairly easily.
Yeah, and then we've
They
got
will with
City's.
Greenwood on the wing.
Greenwood should start unless he's locked up.
City's
COVID.
first game.
I'm locked up.
City away to Wolves. That's a toughie for a first game.
It is. Plus, Wolves have already played now as well, so they're like.
Yeah,
Buzzing.
go in with confidence after
Yeah.
a 2-0 win.
City
I think
are
City should
though.
still
So
win.
Wolves as well, though. They always do well against City.
They do.
Yeah.
Jimenez goated.
Traore scored 2 against them last season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Come on, Traore.
That ain't happening.
Leeds, Fulham, I think that's going to be a showing point of just the difference in class between the two. I think Leeds will only go on and win. Fulham,
Yeah.
just showing that they're going to go down, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I said it from the start.
Oh, did you?
Did, mate.
Convenient after week
Literally
1.
literally last week, mate.
Yeah, I also said that Sheffield United would go down.
Did you?
Yeah, he probably did.
Solid shout.
It's
I
something
actually
you
think
would
he
say.
did. I think he did, actually.
Well, he did predict Southampton get relegated. Oh wait,
Mate,
He
they
was
were
wrong.
1 point
That,
off.
that is actually a tough game to predict.
I
that
thought it was a tricky-
Southampton,
I thought that was a-
Tottenham.
very tricky game for Spurs because Spurs are shocking. I feel like Spurs are going to struggle.
So
Midday
Uh,
game as well.
Mourinho's going to shove his foot up
If
there.
you had one player that you had to pick, just for the listeners that do fantasy football, that sort of side of it, if you had one player from these games that you would pick to captain,
Me?
Fuck me, that stinks. I think all day it's going to be Orbs.
No.
Who then?
Darren saying Orbs.
Probably Harry Kane.
Alright.
He loves a
bias.
goal against Southampton.
Sure.
No bias.
My,
Goal against Southampton.
I have him, and my captain will be Orbs.
I think it's a toss up between two. I think definitely Orbs.
Vardy.
The other thing for me would potentially just to risk on that extra points. Bruno.
Bruno?
Nah. I'll be going. I think
I suppose Orbs
On
is a
form.
midfielder now, isn't he?
you got to go Orbs. I reckon.
Yeah,
I think
Orbs
Orbs is
midfielder
the best
changed.
captain choice there.
That's
Whether it comes off,
Every week then.
Well, no.
Well, yeah, but Man United against Palace as well. Palace is pretty solid usually.
yeah, but United are going to get at least one pen, so that's one goal for Bruno.
Or
As-
one pen miss.
You don't miss, mate.
As a United fan, have you seen Donny van der Beek play in the warm-up games?
Yeah, against Villa. Yeah,
He was a bad man.
he looked very
Yeah.
good. Did look very good. I
Did
just
you
feel,
watch it?
I feel like we've
I
got
didn't
him
watch it,
this
but I've
season
seen
though. For I don't know if he's going to be depth. I don't know how it's going to work, but I'll
Very
wait till we
attacking,
see.
and his little flicks and that around the box.
Yeah, he's a nice.
He's not
a
going to
nice
be.
player.
He's not going to be a massive point scorer though. Like he'll get some.
No, not point scoring, but just in general. Like,
Yeah, no, he's a quality
he
player,
looks sick.
but he's just not going to be one of those people that you have in your fantasy team. I don't think, unless he's quite cheap.
So something that I'm introducing from this week moving forward as a new feature for our podcast. You guys listening as well can get involved. Drop your messages through to our Twitter page VLS023. We're introducing our I suppose how we're going to call it, our Filthy Foursome.
Yeah.
Filthy Foursome.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what we're going with? Alright, so our VLS Filthy Foursome. And this is picking 4
This
games.
isn't us having a foursome. Don't get excited.
That's the worst thing I can even imagine. Josh is like, "Why?"
Josh is like,
Why the fuck am I here?
Because
Why?
it wouldn't be
Why
a
is the
foursome.
camera on?
So this is us
It'd be a
picking 4
freeway.
fixtures.
It's not gay if it's in a freeway.
Us picking 4 fixtures each week. Us predicting the results of those, which we'll be putting into a table based on scores. So if you get the right result, you get 1 point. If you get the actual correct result, then you're going to get 3 points. We'll have a little table, and then at the end, the losers will get something for the winner itself.
What?
Yes.
When was this?
And by all means, get involved. See if you can beat us. See if you can beat the VLS4. In terms of the games we're going to be looking at, so we've got the United Palace game, Arsenal West Ham, Newcastle Brighton, and then the Chelsea Liverpool game. You've got to chuck that in, obviously.
okay, so
To go around, I'll go through what you have all predicted. So I asked you to do this obviously just beforehand. In terms of Josh, you've gone from United to win 3-1 against Palace, Arsenal to win 2-1 against West Ham, Newcastle win 2-0, and then Chelsea, Liverpool to be 1-1.
okay,
In terms of Lee, You've gone United 1-0.
Okay.
Arsenal 2-1. Newcastle 3-2.
Interesting.
And Liverpool 2-0.
Wow.
2-0 away to Chelsea.
I mean, it's not really. The thing is, though, when you're home and away now, it doesn't make a
I
difference.
just
don't
feel
think.
like they're gonna Liverpool are counting
He's
back
really
in
hoping for a clean sheet.
Yeah, I
isn't
know.
he?
No, I
The bias.
I actually
It's
did put,
literally what he wants.
no, I wrote 1-1, and then I just thought, no, because Chelsea are going to play right into their hands. They're going to,
What?
at home, they're going to be like attacking Liverpool, and then they're just going to get
But
counted.
Liverpool can't defend. We've just seen.
Well, you can't just say that,
You
though. They're
think
still the best
after-
defensive league.
After a
team in the league.
defensive performance like that, you don't think they're going to be getting bollocked, mate?
I think Chelsea score, but we haven't seen Chelsea play yet, so that's why this prediction was a bit more difficult.
In terms of Darren's, you've gone United to win 3-0. Arsenal to win 2-0. Newcastle to beat Brighton 2-1. And then for the Chelsea-Liverpool game, you've gone 2-1 to Liverpool.
Yeah, I was torn on the Chelsea-Liverpool game.
Oh, of course yours.
I just
Oh.
I do not have enough.
Steph's here.
And then for my predictions, I've gone United Palace, United to win 3-1. Arsenal to beat West Ham 2-1. Newcastle to beat Brighton 2-0. And then I've gone Chelsea to beat Liverpool 3-2.
Nah, you're an idiot, mate.
Fez. Well, you will see with the results next week.
What was your results?
Oh, fuck off. We ain't saying that again.
I zoned out. Just.
They're basically the same as Josh's, apart from.
Oh, really?
The
Chelsea.
exact same other than a Liverpool game.
What did Josh say?
That's Lee Warren, ladies and gentlemen.
So we'll review that next week when we talk about the weekly roundup for that. Have a look at how we got on, look at the table and how we're doing with that.
Your table's broke, mate.
And yeah, just see how that table sort of pans out. Something else I want to bring in is talking a little bit around upcoming games, anything else in terms of a pop culture aspect that we think would be worthwhile discussing. Something that is obviously caught my eye and I know is going to be of interest to you guys is FIFA 21.
Mm-hmm.
So that gets released in, I think it's just under 4 weeks, about 3 weeks or so.
It's free, yeah. Early access.
Yeah,
so-
early access is about 3 weeks. You've got
EA has ruined every single game.
Also,
2017 was good.
It's a long time ago, bro.
It was a long time ago.
is
I say good. It was the best out of what we've seen for the last 4 years.
yeah. Is Verdansk done? Is Call of Duty done?
No. Oh, but I tell you what, though.
It is getting
Duos
mundane.
is done.
Duos is done.
Was it bad?
Oh, mate.
Literally, just find yourself a small box and hide in it, bro.
I'm
You
good
can't.
at
You can't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Like,
it's-
you just cannot go
it's
anywhere.
always
Everyone
been-
just
You've
camps.
got less chance of dying standing in
I'll
an
be
open
honest.
field.
Obviously, we play it and we enjoy it when we do. As soon as FIFA's out,
It's going to be dead.
it's just going to be us grinding that, really.
I'm hoping Cold War comes out with something fresh.
Well,
Pro
they've
clubs.
got. They'll have zombies on Cold War,
Zombies
won't
will be jokes.
That'd
yeah.
be good. But yeah, Pro Clubs for us on FIFA is massive. So we've got a VLS team. There's about sort of 5-6 of us usually within the team. And we're open to bringing more people in as well. So if you're interested in wanting to join Pro Clubs, it's on the PlayStation.
You have to be pretty good.
we will have to review your application form.
If
We
you're
will need to have
ranked
a
in the
look at it.
world, we may let you in. If not, don't bother.
Also, if you want to challenge us, be our fucking guest, because we will beat you.
Be our
We're
guest.
pretty good.
One thing we can look at is
97
the
times
FIFA
just
21
leaves.
ratings. So let's have a look at that.
Oh, the ratings are so bad. They're getting ripped to shreds.
The reason why is because EA are just money grabbers and they want to put these players like up as much as they
I mean,
can.
I'm going to
Legit.
back up EA. I think they're alright.
They're not though, man.
No, man.
How
Are
can you
you
say
dumb?
that?
I think they're alright.
Okay, Aguero, 89 rated.
Yeah.
What was he last year?
89.
89,
What was he the year before? What was he in his prime?
91,
No, he wasn't.
90.
88.
No, he wasn't.
Yes, he was, mate.
He's had,
FIFA 14.
he's had a 90
FIFA.
rated card.
Well, he might have had a 90 rated
So
card.
that will be his prime.
Okay, well, I mean, either way, he's had his worst season and he's still
The
higher
fact is,
rated.
they do have these up to a level where, I mean, if you look at Ronaldo and Messi every year,
Are above everyone. 'cause
Yeah.
they get a couple of informs because each week they bang goals and they've already got 99 rated players even before Team of the Year and Team of the Season comes out.
It has made
Like-
it
Yeah,
just
but that's
pointless.
just unlucky for EA that they have Ronaldo and Messi
Yeah,
in
but
the world.
okay, you bring up FIFA 14 and 15. How many 99 rated players were on that game?
Not many.
I think there was maybe one, and that
Mhm.
might have been Ronaldo
I think
at the time.
No, I don't think.
If you
Not
look
even
at
that, no.
As soon
I
as
think
the team
the
of the
first
season comes
99
out,
rated player was Ronaldo like 2 or 3 years ago.
it's a lot of inflation. Obviously,
then
you've
Messi.
got
Yeah. And now there's like, how many is there every year now? Like, it's just.
top 100 here. Obviously, there's certain players that
Kimmich
until
is
we
a
know how the
C, yeah.
game plays, we don't know what it's going to be like. If you
Finally,
Go.
Kimmich is a
take
CDM.
Kane for example, with
At 68 pace.
it's just
Just not usable.
is that even going to be playable? We don't know.
94 finishing, mate. Get him anywhere around about his goals. See, you said about Oblak being 91 rated, and he shouldn't be because of KDB and this and that. But Oblak is the best keeper in the world. So if KDB is the best midfielder in the world, just because they play in different positions, why should he be any less rated?
I don't know. I just don't think Oblak has an effect on his team the way De Bruyne does.
That's not
and
how you should look at it.
players
though.
like Lewandowski.
How can you say that when he saves them time and time again?
And that isn't how you should look at it anyway, because if that's the case, then
How's Bernardo Silva an 87 rated still?
I don't know how
Because he's
Bernardo
sick.
Silva's
He
87.
was an 87 last year and he'd done nothing.
He shouldn't be 87.
No, I think he should have got a downgrade.
I think
Some things that like people looked at were like Trent, for example. Like they showed literally these base stats where he was getting 80, 66, 87. All
I
right.
hope that's 66
Yeah,
is
but the
defending.
stats don't go on that overall rating.
no, they don't.
No, of course.
And
Obviously, they butchered.
Trent's the best right back in the world,
They've butchered the pace of a lot of players, as we were discussing.
and he's the highest. He's probably the highest right back in the game.
Yeah, but I don't think he should be. I don't know.
Who should be higher right back?
I just okay, maybe he should be, but I don't think he should be 87. I think like around 84, 85 is where those sort of
But he
players
was
should be.
85 last year.
I know, but I
Win
thought
the league
85
and he
last year
has
was too
an
much.
Unreal season.
He had the same
Yeah,
season.
but what he's saying is that the president over the last few years is that they've just been getting higher and higher and higher.
Well,
right.
why
So
was
if
why was he
KDB
only 85 last season
was
and he's
83
87?
last year, I think.
What?
And then
Okay,
he
why
went
was he
up
83 last
Plus
season and
4.
now he's 87?
Because Liverpool never won the league.
But is that the only reason why he's had an upgrade by that much?
Probably.
But he's had exactly the same season,
Most of Barca's teams.
and he's
have
the
been
same. He's the
downgraded
same
and
player.
they've
He's
had
not better.
terrible
He's not
seasons.
better. He's the same player, in my opinion.
I think
I
he
think
played
there's
better last
I think
year.
you just hate
than he ever
FIFA,
has.
bro.
There's a lot to obviously question in terms of the ratings. I think we can all agree when it gets to pro clubs, that's something we're all going to be excited for.
Yeah, I'm not going to be so massive on Ultimate Team. I don't think a lot of people will be, to be honest. I've heard a lot of people are buzzing about clubs.
I mean, when I
Also,
done 2.5k last year, and
Oh, that's on stream.
nah,
Becca,
it's
skip
alright.
that part.
They shouldn't watch it
Yeah.
anyway. No support.
You're such a simp.
I will be doing it. I'll be looking at doing probably like a Road to Glory or something like that instead this year, and grinding the sort of objective side of it. But for me, my priority is going to be clubs, and
Those crabs, bro.
my priority is going to be clubs and.
And get rid of these crabs. Like
Clubs and crabs.
but yeah,
Clubs is going to be massive.
Clubs is a grind. We'll be on that
But
straight
let's
away.
get some more people in there. You know, drop us your details if you play on PlayStation and you want to join the team. You know, drop us a message and let's see if we can get a team of 11 going.
I mean, we're good.
We can challenge.
We're good.
We can challenge the best with that.
We went from Div 10 to Div 1 without losing a game and won Div 1.
that was nuts.
That was unreal.
That was unreal.
That was
Like
a good
50
year.
game.
That was a good
I was at
year.
19, wasn't it?
That was in 19 when we were.
But that's just with 5-6 of us. Do you know what I mean? Like when we come up against teams 11, obviously it's a struggle.
Yeah, it's
'cause
hard,
they
yeah.
can
Well, we
come
were our
back.
best this year. When we like 33 in the world early on.
Yeah, we were like something like that early on. Plus,
Beat
the
number
team
one
that
in the
was number one, we beat them 5-0.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
And the
And
only
then it was
reason
just
they were
because
higher
every
than us
time,
is 'cause they
Every
played
time
them.
we started losing, we just kept coming up against
11
sweat
players.
bag
players,
11 men. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I know. I know 2
Sweating,
people
mate.
who are coming over to PlayStation. Who
Oh,
we
yeah?
know? Yeah,
who's that?
Wes and Joe.
Oh,
that'd be decent.
What do you
yeah.
think of the new consoles being released as well? Xbox got announced at £450. I think
They've got
that's
cheaper
actually
versions.
Two versions.
Sick.
Well,
We've got a cheaper
it's
version.
the same.
I think the Xbox.
Yeah, but I'm saying if the PS5 comes out at about £450-500, I mean, you couldn't buy a PC that runs quicker for less than like 2K. It's nuts.
Yeah.
I think the Xbox is going to be the superior
Yeah, I mean,
console
mum's
this
about
year,
800.
as I've said. However, I'll just go on whatever else.
I think
anyone
the
else is
Xbox will
on.
be the superior gaming console, but I think the PS5 will be superior in everything, like overall, because it does like the the
I'm excited
entertainment
for
aspect as well.
I'm sure we'll all get it. I'm glad, obviously, you can upgrade FIFA as well, which is good. You can buy it again.
Touch, yeah.
But you can't do that with UFC game, apparently.
You also can't do that on Xbox.
I don't know. Looked into
No,
it.
it
Sick
said
though.
PlayStation
That is good.
only, as I looked.
So that covers off our gaming side. There's not really much more in the culture aspects to bring up. There's obviously been a few different programs and stuff that people have watched. Any suggestions that people might have had that they've seen recently that they think they should shout out for people to go and see?
I don't watch TV.
Maybe you've been watching some series, Josh.
Cobra Kai. You need to watch Cobra Kai.
If you're a fan of the Karate Kid back in the day, like if you're around our age and you watched Karate Kid back in the day, Cobra Kai is the one.
Still haven't seen it yet.
Cobra Kai, me and Darren both done in a weekend.
Yeah, it was banner.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not actually that great, but
It's nostalgia.
yeah, that is it.
Nostalgia everywhere.
And if you're really into Karate Kid, go and watch Bloodsport with Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Is that new?
It's unreal.
Bloodsport is good.
And it has Jean-Claude Van Damme topless.
See, those are literally the only films that I honestly
Dust in
like.
his eyes.
Is like those sort of films.
Oh, God.
Closing off the pod, just to discuss our food connoisseur series that we've been doing. Those that have seen the video, I will be blatantly obvious, it's not our best work, but we've got an idea moving forwards to help improve the structure of it and help it just stand.
It's
a
terrible.
bit better.
Don't watch it.
You can skip the first, but moving forward, we're going to have a better structure in terms of what it is. And where are we going this time, boys? Thursday, we're going to the Red Deer in Horsham.
Yeah.
Go try that out and give that a cheeky little review.
Yeah. What did I do?
Food.
Yeah, but
I put the menu in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see it.
on
In
the
the
menu,
other
in the
chat.
starters.
What do they do?
For the starters, though.
We'll have a look at it. It's fine. And that was episode 2 of that VLS podcast. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already, and remember to share it with your friends. For us, that community and public support is massively important. But really hope you like the episode itself. And we will see you next week.